Right now, thousands could lose their Badger Care coverage in the coming months. Some of the things you'll want to do in order to be prepared.
Also, a judge makes their decision on whether Chandler Halderson can be present for his own sentencing.
And Assembly Speaker Robin Vos sits down with a group of election deniers. What Representative Tim Ramthan had to say after getting kicked out of the meeting before it even started. You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Right now, there are about 500,000 more people on Badger Care in Wisconsin than there was on average before the pandemic. That's because the feds stopped states from taking people off Medicaid during the pandemic.
But that ban could lift soon, with the state now warning that at least a few 100,000 people may be coming off Badger Care as soon as this summer. Naomi Coles has the details.
An attorney I spoke with who specializes in healthcare access for clients told me a rough estimate puts that number at more than 10,000 for Dane County alone. It's not time to panic, but if you are on Badger Care, you'll want to keep an eye on this because everyone will have to go through the renewal process when that federal public health emergency ends.
My little quarantine baby.
A new baby put Catherine on Badger Care early in the pandemic, soon after she'd started a job where she knew she'd have to buy her own plan.
Which was great. I didn't have to pay for insurance. I got, prenatal care covered. But I also knew, because this was not my first child, that it was going to end.
Except it didn't. A federal public health emergency paused Medicaid renewals nationwide, so no one got kicked off.
It was nice. I saved money, but I also had that guilt of I'm getting free insurance.
The state estimates at least a few 100,000 people will lose Badger Care once President Biden lifts the emergency, which could come this summer. At that point, the state will start a 12-month process of renewing and reevaluating everyone's eligibility.
We are ready for it.
So what should you be doing now to prepare?
Everybody who is impacted by this change will get a letter.
I talked to Covering Wisconsin, a nonprofit helping connect people to health insurance. The governor gave them federal COVID relief dollars to help with this process.
Even if your situation hasn't changed, you'll have to complete that renewal.
The big things: make sure your address, email, and phone number on your account are current. If you miss the notice and don't renew, your coverage could drop even if you're still eligible. Secondly, make sure you're opening all mail from the State Department of Health Services. Finally, downloading the state's My Access app could make the renewal process easier.
Just to stay alert. No reason to panic, but at this point, I think it's just being prepared for when that public emergency announcement ends.
Attorney Bobby Peterson of ABC for Health helps people get health care access and estimates more than 10,000 in Dane County could be affected.
What we want to try and do is make sure that no one loses coverage, but people, maybe transition to more appropriate coverage.
Like Catherine, who's grateful for the longer than normal coverage, but also ready.
It's scary, but it's also a relief. So it will be coming out of my pocket.
It's very unlikely that this will come out of nowhere, so you have time. The federal government has told states that they'll send a 60-day notice before they drop the public health emergency, and our state's Department of Health secretary says she thinks it'll drop in mid-July. Finally, if you need help with any of this, you can reach that nonprofit Covering Wisconsin online.
The Dane County man convicted of killing and dismembering his parents will be required to attend his sentencing hearing tomorrow. This morning, a Dane County judge ruled against Chandler Halderson's motion not to be present due to a precedent set by a state Supreme Court case 25 years ago. He also said he was concerned allowing Halderson not to show up could pose problems down the line if Halderson wanted to appeal the sentence. Halderson could end up having to hear victim impact statements from members of his family. We'll be live streaming that sentencing hearing on channel3000.com and Channel 3000 Plus streaming apps starting at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Quadron Wilson is back in the Dane County Jail after undergoing surgery last night. That is according to the Dane County Sheriff's Office. An attorney for Wilson says Wilson was hospitalized Monday for treatment after he developed a cyst and fluid potentially made its way to the spine where he was shot. Wilson's latest surgery came more than a month after he was hospitalized for injuries he suffered when two state law enforcement agents shot him during an attempted arrest on Madison's east side on February 3rd. Charges have not been filed against either agent.
Dane County Medical Examiner has identified the man who died after a crash on Madison's southwest side yesterday. 24-year-old Anthony Koger died at the hospital after he was pulled from his flaming vehicle after it crashed in the 5400 block of Raymond Road. He was the only person in the car. According to police, witnesses said a car was speeding when it left the road, went airborne, hit a tree, and then burst into flames.
We're learning why the Dane County Sheriff's Office fired one of its deputies last year following an alleged incident at Fescue Park. Sarah Bortz Rodriguez was fired last November, but no reason for her termination was given. The 30-year-old said she fired her gun after being stabbed on October 21st. An internal investigation found that Bortz Rodriguez violated both the Dane County Civil Service work rules and the Sheriff's Office Code of Conduct.
Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now. Here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Gary.
What a beautiful day we had today. Temperatures were well into the 60s. We had bright sunshine. Things couldn't be better, right? Well, just watch the forecast and you'll see how things will change. Visible cloud track shows sunshine across all of southern Wisconsin. There's a narrow band of light showers to our north and west. That's actually the leading edge of colder air that's starting to head in our direction, and will drop temperatures a bit for tomorrow. Now, this morning, temperatures were in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Madison and Janesville right at 30. Look at how warm the temperatures got after that. 66 for the high in Madison, 70 for the high in Janesville. That's about a 35 to 40 degree temperature jump in that dry air. And right now, temperatures are still in the middle 60s through most of southern Wisconsin. But as we take a look at future track beginning late Thursday night, early Friday morning, we have rain and snow moving in. Temperatures just barely above freezing. So right now, it doesn't look like too much should stick to the ground, but there could be some snow accumulations by Friday night. Otherwise, tomorrow, look for a slightly cooler day, high of 55. Chance for a shower early in the morning, and then maybe a little better chance in the afternoon. But again, it's Friday that we're looking forward to. I'll have more on that in the forecast in a few minutes.
The fight between Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and the conservative flank of his party continued today.
Representative Tim Rampton criticized Vos for slow rolling an investigation into the 2020 election after being kicked out of a meeting with him. Reporter Will Keneally joins us with details. Will?
Representative Tim Rampton, one of the conservatives calling to overturn the state's elections, thought he would be in on a meeting with Speaker Vos. Despite Vos and state lawyers saying that the election cannot be decertified, Vos took a meeting with election deniers but barred Rampton from joining. Rampton criticized the closed-door policy and blamed the speaker for slow-rolling an investigation into 2020.
I think there's people in that room that were involved that don't want to see closure on this. That's why they've been obstructing all along.
The problem gets down to what's the remedy. There are some people who think that the legislature has the unilateral ability to overturn the election. We do not.
Rampton says he's barred from the meeting because he's running for governor. Vos didn't want to make it a, quote, campaign rally. And this is among a series of spats between the speaker and Rampton. Vos removed one of Rampton's staffers earlier this year.
Well, thank you. Today, the final day you can register to vote online ahead of the spring primary. That's according to the state's elections commission. Registering online requires a valid and current Wisconsin driver's license or state ID. Within 20 days of an election, voters cannot register online, but you can print, sign, and deliver a registration form and proof of residence to your municipal clerk or polling place on the day of the election. Spring primary set for April 5th. Links to register and what's on the ballot in your area you can find at channel3000.com.
Attorney General Josh Call joined Alliant Energy, and the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Union is urging parents to use the National Child Identification Program. The program provides parents and guardians with identification kits to easily collect and record the physical characteristics, fingerprints, and DNA of their children. Alliant Energy will help fund kits to all K-12 students. 975,000 test kits will be distributed all across the state.
Governor Evers signing 3 bills into law today designed to curb opioid use. He signed them at an addiction rehab facility in La Crosse. The first bill creates 3 tiers of felonies for manufacturing, dealing, and possessing fentanyl based on the amount. It also increases the maximum prison sentence for the crimes by 5 years if they occur in a public space like a park or school. The second bill decriminalizes the use of fentanyl testing strips to confirm a substance as fentanyl. These strips were classified as drug paraphernalia under current state law.
You know, we have a significant issue in the state of Wisconsin around this. People are dying because of it, and we've brought together a really good group of folks to make it happen in a bipartisan way.
Now, the third bill calls for the creation of a state database tracking methamphetamine and opioid use. In the U.S., is seeing a record high in annual drug overdose deaths. Preliminary data from the CDC says there were an estimated 105,000 drug overdose deaths in the 12-month period ending in October. About 2/3 involved synthetic opioids like fentanyl. Over the past 2 years, the number of overdose deaths involving synthetic opioids has nearly doubled.
Wisconsin Lieutenant Governor Mandela Barnes says he's tested positive for COVID-19 but not experiencing any symptoms. Barnes, who says he is vaccinated, is currently running for U.S. Senate. He'll now be quarantining for the next 5 days. The 35-year-old is in a crowded Democratic primary for the Senate, looking to take on Republican Senator Ron Johnson. The CDC expects COVID-19 deaths will continue to decrease. Officials there predict about 20,000 people may die from the virus over the next 4 weeks. That is the lowest prediction so far this year. It comes as deaths from the virus have fallen for 5 straight weeks. The CDC also says COVID hospitalizations will also likely drop from now through mid-April. There are nearly 24,000 people currently hospitalized with COVID-19. And coming up, people ages 60 and older who have not renewed their driver's license need to hurry when the DMV says the renewal extension is ending.
Plus, Forward Madison getting ready to kick off its next season, when you'll be able to watch the first match as the team starts training. Stay with us.
During the Mattress Madness sale at Steinhafels, save big on all the best brands of mattresses at the best prices, in stock and ready for delivery. Like a Beauty Rest Black Queen mattress starting at just $19.99, and you'll get $200 in Steinhafels cash. Get a Queen Tempur-Pedic for just $21.99 and get $200 in Steinhafels cash. And with Steinhafels special financing and free delivery, you can't make a mistake. It's the Mattress Madness sale. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Fry Construction invites you to celebrate spring with our big Spring Thaw sale. We're talking about savings of 22%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Get on board with our Spring Thaw sale. Save 22% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Did you know that you can switch to a 5-star United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plan today? Hi, I'm Joanne Fisher, your local sales director in southern Wisconsin. I'm thrilled that the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services has awarded a United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plan in southern Wisconsin 5 out of 5 stars for quality and service. If your current Medicare plan isn't meeting your needs, you can switch to a 5-star United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plan at any point during the year. You don't have to wait until the annual enrollment period to take advantage of a low premium 5 out of 5 star Medicare Advantage plan that includes medical, prescription drug coverage, and more. Plus access to a large number of local providers and benefits that can help you live a healthier life. My local agents are here to help you learn about the benefits of enrolling in a 5-star Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. Call 1-800-861-6889 today or visit uhccanhelp.com to take advantage of a 5-star Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare.
Welcome back. The Wisconsin DMV says the driver's license renewal extension for drivers 60 and older will end March 31st. Drivers 18 to 64 can renew their driver's license online if they are U.S. citizens with an unrestricted license, have not had a change in medical conditions, and don't need an original real ID. For customers renewing in person, appointments can be scheduled online. Applications can also be completed online and submitted electronically to further reduce wait times in the DMV lobby.
Coaches and players for Forward Madison are getting ready for the start of a new season. Today, the team held its first training session at Breeze Stevens Field. There are plenty of new and returning faces this year. The team expects to have a successful season and can't wait to see the fans.
The surface is great. The fan base is excellent. We know that we have one of the strongest fan bases, if not the strongest in the whole country for our league, and we're really excited to get in front of the home fans and show them what we're about this season.
The first game of the season is April 2nd at Chattanooga. The home opener is Saturday, April 9th against Union Omaha.
We are less than 24 hours away from the start of March Madness, but Badger fans will have to wait a little longer to see their team in action. Some of the fan events they can attend ahead of Friday night's game.
Plus, a sweet sign that spring is around the corner. Why maple syrup tappers say this week is the perfect time to start producing.
And could we see the return of snow yet this week? Gary has the answer. His complete forecast when we come back.
Celebrate Ashley's anniversary sale with our biggest scratch and save mattress sale ever. We have millions of dollars of inventory with savings up to 65% off. Save $1,000 instantly on Serta Perfect Sleeper and finance interest-free for 5 years. All at Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 mattress retailer.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Member Spring Early Bird event is going on now. We always offer genuine value on quality products, but now through March 23rd, we're showing extra appreciation to our rewards members with exclusive members-only deals. Like all brands of tires, buy 3, get 1 free. Rewards members get a $20 Blaine's gift card with any set of 4. These 40-pound bags of softener pellets, $6.59. Rewards members pay just $5.99. Not a rewards member? Sign up today.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Water is one of nature's most beautiful and life-sustaining resources. At no fault of their own, many Wisconsin utility customers are facing a shutoff to their water service. This leaves them without the one life-giving resource we all take for granted. And those hardest hit are on fixed incomes, juggling multiple temporary jobs, or those who lost full-time jobs in sectors hardest hit by the pandemic. If someone you care about needs a hand up, your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your water, heat, and power on. If you are in danger of losing your water service, call 833-H2O-WISC, 833-426-9472. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
Ashley's biggest scratch and save anniversary sale ever. We have millions of dollars of inventory with savings up to 50% off on doorbusters. And finance your entire purchase interest-free for 5 years. All at Ashley, Wisconsin's #1 furniture and mattress retailer.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
If you're a maple syrup lover, then this week's weather is a sweet treat. Larissa Mills spent time with Northland maple syrup tappers in Duluth, learning tricks of the trade and why now is go time.
Thawing snow, shining sun, and chirping birds, all signs that sap will soon be flowing from maple trees.
When we get weather that's consistently above freezing, preferably above 40 where nights still freeze, that's what's great for maple syrup making.
Doug Hofbauer, known to many in Duluth as Farmer Doug, taps about 1,000 maple trees every spring.
We typically only get maybe 10 good days a year where the sap really runs.
He says he's optimistic about this year's sap production.
Our concerns this year goes back to last year's drought, and if the trees actually made up enough sugar reserves through photosynthesis to have those stored in the roots to start this season. I think we did.
Hofbauer says the tapping season usually lasts about 6 weeks and can begin anytime in March and go all the way up until the end of April or early May.
If you have a small number of trees, right now would be a great time to start.
Kathy Burgess co-owns Burgess Family's Sugar House in Duluth. They tap about 2,500 trees each season. Burgess says for beginners, getting started is easier than you might think.
It's a really fun project, especially if you have children. It doesn't take a lot of investment to get started.
Family fun and a way to connect with the outdoors.
And this is an opportunity for hobbyists to go and tap a few trees in their yard or on neighbor's yard and make enough for, for your Sunday morning pancakes. You can pour some of your own syrup.
Tapping out of winter and into spring, one maple tree at a time.
Both Farmer Doug and Burgess say that it takes about 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. On average, maple trees usually produce 10 gallons per season. Wisconsin ranks 4th in the country in maple syrup production.
Well, it was good to see all that snow up there in that piece, because I'm hoping it's in our rearview mirror. Right, Gary? Right?
Come on, Gary.
No comment. Well, let's take a look. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Not as mild for tomorrow. Temperatures still in the mid-50s. Certainly no snow for tomorrow. And there will be a chance for a shower mainly in the afternoon hours. But where it gets a little more interesting is from late Thursday night into Friday and Friday night. We'll see rain mixed with snow and then maybe change over completely to snow on Friday night. Now, that's when we see the possibility for some snow accumulation. But temperatures should warm up, so assuming we only get an inch or 2 of accumulation Friday night into early Saturday morning, I think we should melted pretty quickly toward the end of the weekend. But let's take a look and see what's happening. First, we have the colder air to the north and west. That's right behind this little narrow line of very light showers. The air is still pretty dry across southern Wisconsin, so we could see a shower as early tomorrow morning. Better chances will start to arrive tomorrow afternoon. You can see on Future Track beginning tomorrow afternoon, here come those rain showers. Temperatures, though, are in the mid-50s. By midnight tomorrow night, notice temperatures still in the lower 40s here, but Future Track starts to show some snow mixing in where temperatures drop a little bit below that. As we get into Friday morning, temperatures are cold enough for snow or a mixture of rain and snow, but still warm enough that it probably won't be sticking to the ground. We're still looking at temperatures in the middle 30s through much of southern Wisconsin, and that'll be the case through the day on Friday. Temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 30s, rain mainly south and east of Dane County, snow to the north and west, and a mixture in between. But again, with the ground temperatures still being fairly warm because of our recent mild weather and temperatures slightly above freezing, I'm not looking for too much to stick until maybe Friday night. Now, one of the Future Track computer models, the one we use most often, showing perhaps an inch or two of snow accumulation from Madison to the north and west, maybe a couple of spots over southwestern Wisconsin, closer to 3 or 4 inches. The longer range European computer model, pretty much the same story. About an inch, maybe 2 inches north and west of Dane County, a couple of inches into parts of southwestern Wisconsin and northeastern Iowa. I've been seeing this on social media. The U.S. GFS computer model has been consistent in calling for a fairly significant winter storm across southern Wisconsin. Here's my response to that. Not happening. Everything would have to line up. All the stars would just have to align. Temperatures would have to drop enough for the snow to stick to the ground and have it all as snow during the day, Friday and into Friday night and Saturday. So right now, I think that's not likely to happen. And of course, the ground is warm because temperatures right now are in the mid-60s to around 70 degrees. The jet stream right now, right in between, dividing the colder air to the north and west. This first cold front will drop temperatures by a few degrees. The second one to the north and west is what we'll see as we get into perhaps later tomorrow night. Tomorrow, high of 55, a chance for a shower mainly in the afternoon, but again, starting tomorrow morning, a couple of shower chances. Then as we get into tomorrow night, that's when the rain starts mixing with snow. Friday, a mixture of rain and snow through the day, but temperatures at or above freezing, so probably not sticking to the ground, at least during the day. By Friday night, it might be cold enough to stick in a few spots. After that, the rain and snow showers end on Saturday morning. Temperatures warm up for the early part of next week, some rain midweek, and then colder temperatures toward the end of the week.
All right, Gary, if you're headed over to Milwaukee to watch the Badgers, there's plenty for you to do. The team holding multiple fan events in the Deer District ahead of Friday night's big game. Tomorrow, the Badgers will have an open practice inside Fiserv Forum, free for all, and it'll start at 4:10 p.m. At the end of practice, the UW Band, Spirit Squad, Bucky, they'll be at Good City Brewing Company for happy hour. Friday is Wear Red Friday, and fans are encouraged to wear their Badger gear at home, work, and school. There will be a pep rally at Punch Bowl Social at 6, and leading up to the game, tip-off set for about 8:50. And with the start of March Madness less than 24 hours away, how confident are you in your college basketball brackets? If you have what you think what it takes to beat our sports department, sign up for our bracket challenge before the tournament tips off at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Charlotte's also going to play, and she is an expert at picking games. It's free to play, and you can sign up at channel3000.com.
I actually copied Charlotte's bracket. Coming up in sports, it's on to Colgate for Wisconsin. Why Greg Gard compares them to the 5 guys that run the courts at your local YMCA. He'll explain next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Enjoy great savings this month and get 30% off a complete pair of glasses.
Broadway's Tony-winning Best Musical is Dear Evan Hansen. Dear Evan Hansen, May 10th to 15th at Overture Center. Find your tickets at overture.org today.
Upgrade any space and maximize storage with great closet system solutions at Menards. Designer's Image wooden closet systems are great for hanging clothes and storing accessories in closets or entryway rooms. Or make your storage your own with Decoded Closet's great selection of custom sizes and styles to match your specific needs. Save 11% on all Decoded Closets and Designer's Image wooden closet systems. Right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Gobin Cars is having a huge winter sale with the largest selection of vehicles under $15,995 or $249 per month.
miss out on our winter sale with the best selection of SUVs, cars, or vans under $15,995 or $249 per month. We have one of the largest selections of vehicles in Dane County with over 500 vehicles in stock. So just come on in and ask for me, Crystal the Pistol, Gobin. Go to Gobin Cars, east or west.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Real cowboys get customized car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so we only pay for what we need.
Hey, Tex, can someone else get a turn?
Yeah, hang on, I'm about to break my own record. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
When you open a jar of Better Than Bouillon, you open up dinner time to great flavor. Mix it into a stir fry. Better. Saute it into some veggies. Better. Or brush it onto a steak.
Way better.
With Better Than Bouillon, the possibilities are endless. Make your everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical recommends a comprehensive eye exam annually. Schedule your exam at shopko.com.
We're kicking up our heels to celebrate St. Patty's Day.
Oh yeah, tomorrow Josh Bryder is in the 608 to learn some new steps from the Trinity Irish dancers.
But could the radar be trading the green for a little bit of blue? We'll track it tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
We're a little over 48 hours away from Wisconsin tipping off their first round of the NCAA tournament against Colgate. And the biggest question in Milwaukee, who's Colgate? Well, the Raiders are the champions of the Patriot League. They're a veteran team who loves to shoot the three and enter Friday's game on a 15-game win streak. And to Greg Gard, they feel like a team of 5 he's seen hooping at the local YMCA.
You know, it's kind of like watching a group of guys, old guys at the YMCA that just school the heck out of the young guys, you know, and just are smart. I've seen more jump stop, pump fakes, and pivots, and it looks like one of our drills, you know, watching them play in terms of how they take advantage of just being fundamentally sound.
Another day, another All-American honor for Johnny Davis. Today it was the NABC naming the Badger sophomore a first-team All-American. That's 2 in 2 days for Davis, who's made it clear the recognition is fine, but his mind is on making a deep run in March. Meanwhile, Shaka Smart and Marquette are gearing up for their 8-9 matchup with North Carolina tomorrow at 3:30. The Golden Eagles enter the tournament as an underdog against the Tar Heels, but that's perfectly fine with them. Coach Smart is used to it in the big dance, and this group feels they can play their best when everybody is counting them out.
We're going out there being aggressive, violent, just going to prove that we better than whoever we step out against. I feel like we play with that chip on our shoulder. We can beat any team in the country.
At the end of the day, it's basketball. When the ball go out on the court, it's something we've been playing all our life, regardless of the, circumstances, what arena we in, who we playing. It's something we've been playing all our life, and, our coaches have prepared us for the game, so we'll be ready.
And Dare Ogunbowale has found a new home. The former Badger running back is headed to Houston after signing a 2-year, $3.3 million deal with the franchise, while Alec Ingold is headed to South Beach on a 2-year contract worth up to $7.5 million to play with the Dolphins.
You guys got it good.
They do.
Nice little careers for themselves. All right, Gary, we're all out of time, but we'll have more on this potential for snow later tonight on News 3 Now at 10. Thanks for joining us at 6.
Have a great evening, and we will see you back here at 10.